I wanted to get some sweets today, so I ended up getting a couple things from Tous, which is like a Korean, French-inspired bakery. And these places have been popping up everywhere lately in Northern Virginia. So I got three things. One of them I've had before, and that's the Strawberry Croissant, and this thing is delicious. And then the other things looked interesting, and I just wanted to try them. So what I have in the middle here is a Mont Blanc, and then over here is a custard almond pretzel shaped pastry. I don't think it's a pretzel. It's more of just like maybe like a Danish thing. That's how it looks like to me. But I think the star of today for me is gonna be this Mont Blanc. Like, look at the detail in this. It's like a croissant texture, but I guess it's gonna be a little bit more sweet on the inside. And I think the best way to do this is to just rip it open with my hands. So I'm gonna go for this. Let's see how the flakiness holds up. All right, you ready? I'm ready. Okay, that went about as well as I thought that it would. I wanted more of like a middle rip, but that's okay. Here's how it looks like. Basically, it's just like a croissant, I guess, but let's taste it. Yeah, super sweet, buttery croissant. Well, I guess it's not super sweet, but there is like a nice little sugary glaze inside of it. It would go great with coffee, which I do not have, but I do have a mug full of milk. It's like 10 p.m. right now. I walked into the store or the bakery at like 9:15, and for some reason it was still full, like 75% full. People are crazy out there. I guess there's nothing else to do in town except go to the bakery. But I picked out this specific one. It has such a perfect swirl. I think I'm gonna do like the messed up thing and just grab from the middle because I really wanted to rip it from the middle to begin with. Let's go for this one more time. Yeah, look at the bottom there. And then we'll tear it apart a little bit just to see like the artistry in this. And then there is like more of that sweetness on the inside where it's nice and soft. The outside is more of just like a crusty croissant. But I really like this. And one of the reasons that I got the Mont Blanc was because I think I've heard of it said in like an anime one time. So it might be a popular thing in Japan. I'm not really sure. But also, if anybody out there knows a thing or two about pastries, I did like a quick Google search about Mont Blancs, and I feel like this is not an authentic one. Because from some of the images that I've seen, ooh, anyways, there's like a good sweet glaze on the outside. From some of the images that I've seen, and some of the descriptions, I cannot talk. They're supposed to be like a chestnut puree on top of them, and they're like smaller, like a cupcake almost. But this has none of that. So I don't know if this is like a real Mont Blanc or it's just like another style of it. But either way, it's good. So for those of you who ever go to Tous, get one of these. It was like $5.75. I'm looking at my receipt right now. $5.75 for this. Like share it with somebody if you whoever you meet at the cafe. It's good. All right. Next up, we'll move to this other croissant thing. Well, literally a croissant. Oh no, my strawberries. This is the Strawberry Croissant, and Their cream is so good. I'm gonna cut this in half. It kind of reminds me from the last time that I had it, like the innards of this croissant somehow taste like the Danish or a Danish on the inside. You can see how like it's really filled with got croissant in my throat. It's really filled with that cream, and that kind of like moistens everything up inside of it. And I need to put a strawberry back in. Cheers. And that's like a perfectly sweet strawberry too. I don't know how they do it. Can businesses and bakeries like always get a sweet strawberry? Is that possible? But to me, this is like the perfect cream. And this is something that my wife mentioned, but if you compare it to some of the other Korean bakeries in the area, we have Sheila Bakery and Breeze Bakery close to us, but they seem to have some sort of like extra thing inside of the whipped cream. I don't know. I think it might be hydrogenated oils or something, but it gives you like a different aftertaste in your mouth, and these ones from Tous Jours don't have that. So props to them. I don't know how they do it, but it is really good. And the strawberry croissant is only $3.75, which I feel like is super fair for all of these pastries. I think at Wegmans, which is like my local grocery store near me, one croissant costs like $3, and that's ridiculous. I know that like when my mom-in-law, she was buying croissants from there in like a 4-pack, and it was like $12. Every single time I'm like, why are we getting croissants from Wegmans when you could go to Costco and get like 12 or 12 plus for $6? But yeah, $3.75-ish for like this one in particular. I think that that's worth it because it's really well made and it's also delicious. All right, and then now for the custard almond pretzel pastry. Looks pretty good. I'm really hoping for some almond or custard stuff inside of it, but maybe not. I don't know how they're gonna like braid it into here. But I'm gonna go for some of this inner braid right here. All right, I see it. The custard has more of that like solidified custardness, almost like an egg tart. So it's not like the custard creams that you find inside some of those Korean buns, but it is pretty good. I think it is like a pretty eggy custard. I like it though. All right, yeah, I took a gamble on these two, and I'm pretty satisfied with them. Oh, that pretzel thing was like $4. Ooh, you get like the nice toasted almonds too on top. You can see it here, but it's kind of like freckled all over. It's good. All right, I had something on my mind that I wanted to talk about. And it has to do with the personalization of everyone's individual social media, marketing, and like YouTube feeds. There's somebody I follow who says that The personalization of everything is not good at all. Because there's no like common ground on what people are updated on. And I do agree with that in a lot of ways. Because, for example, I'm really bad about keeping up with the news. So you can call me a bad citizen, not keeping up with my like civic duties. But everything that I see and like consume online, not really willingly, but I'm not like going out searching world news. Everything that I see is just catered to my own interests, and it's kind of hard to break out of that. Like the first thing I see when I log into YouTube is exactly stuff that I like to see. So for me personally, lately it's been like Super Smash Brothers clips. And that type of stuff is kind of like brain rot to me because I just watch it and I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then move on to the next thing. So there's like Super Smash Brothers clips and then like jazz education stuff. Since I'm trying to learn how to play jazz. But even when I sometimes come across other things, I don't even know if I do. They don't keep coming up in my feed. So like there's something about how like the personalization of these algorithms where they kind of just shoehorn you into like one type of topic and then it's like almost impossible to get out with willingly or not willingly, unwillingly. You can't stumble across anything else on accident because they won't show you anything else on accident. And I think that it's probably a bad thing, right? I guess I could like physically click into a news tab, but things are so hidden, especially on mobile, for example, you're just scrolling. And then you just see more of the same type of stuff. So, I guess my question to you all out there, what are your thoughts about this like individualization and personalization of the things that everyone consumes? Because on one hand, it's great. Like every time I go on YouTube, there's something for me to watch. But on the other hand, like my view of the world is so small. It's it's kind of scary in one way, just because like I don't know what's going on out there. I'm like I don't know. I'm like stuck in my mom's basement type of person playing World of Warcraft. I don't play World of Warcraft, but a random tangent. I'm excited for MapleStory Classic. All right, let me go for another bite of this Mont Blanc. And I should probably eat the strawberry that fell too. All right, I'm gonna mix my strawberry with this Mont Blanc. All right, just right there. So good. Anyways, I'm not really like a deep person or anything. I'm not trying to be like philosophical or anything. It's just stuff that should be talked about, I think. That and like AI. And I don't want to get too much into AI either. But I think for the most part, I don't think it's a really good thing. I think it's useful to do things that Google could do for you, but like a little bit faster. So like when you ask it a question, you could probably find the answer to that same question if you spent like, I don't know, an hour on Google, like going through the first couple pages. But now that I think of it, even if you search on Google, those like top like first page one of results. That type of stuff is also not really that reliable either. So what can you really believe? Like I remember, I guess it was a while ago since I was like searching for things, but the first like 4 results are probably either sponsored or like they just like paid their way to be up there at the top. And those are all really bad. Or like you click into it and there's a paywall to like some news website or anything like that. That's not useful at all. Yeah, very long tangent. Anyways, couple food for thought as we munch on some sweets. By the way, this is my Pikachu mug. Got it from Nintendo World or whatever they call it in New York City now. Pikachu on the front, Pikachu butt on the back. Yeah, food for thought about like how much the algorithm and AI is affecting our lives right now. And what should we do about it? I don't know. But I mentioned in the stream the other day that I've been trying to actively like click like on things that are outside of my normal niche or like interests. I haven't really seen the fruits of that labor yet. So maybe it's taking the time for the algorithm to catch up, or maybe not. And then, let's see. Yeah, I'm just really trying to see more things out there and explore more of this digital world. By the way, I did stream like 2 days ago, and that was, I think, a pretty good success. I was really happy to do all that and happy to chat with everybody who showed up. It was a really good time. Played some Pokemon, talked a lot. I think my voice is still kind of like hoarse from it because I usually don't talk that much. It was like 2 hours of nonstop talking. Anyways, now I'm going to end the video. Thanks everybody who stuck around or skimmed through the video and made it to the end. I appreciate all of you for checking out the videos, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.